Lee, this question for you. Aaron sold her home, and the closing is scheduled for 2 weeks from this Monday, I guess tomorrow. She just found out her work is requiring that she be out of town for 4 days prior to the closing date. And she's wondering what happens if she's not able to get all the furniture out by the time she signs the paperwork at the closing table.
Oh,
what happens? Yeah.
Well, in your contract, you undoubtedly have a paragraph that talks about the possession date and time, and usually that is at the simultaneous with the closing. And in that same paragraph, it'll say that all of your personalties should be removed, the property should be broom clean, and anything that was supposed to be repaired should be done. All of that should be done before the actual closing time so that you can hand your keys over and the buyer can take possession. If you already know that that's not going to happen, then you probably need to get an agreement, a post-occupancy agreement with your buyer, which would mean that you're essentially staying over after the closing. You're kind of becoming a tenant in your own house. Sometimes they require you to pay a little bit of per diem for that. And then they would get a second walkthrough in order to make sure whenever that time frame is over that it's still, there's no holes in the wall and it hasn't been damaged since their previous walkthrough. But I wouldn't just show up there and not have the items removed without any kind of agreement, because we see that a lot, and it does cause problems between the buyer and seller.
Yeah, and Aaron, we should point out that sometimes the buyer may not want to grant you a post-occupancy agreement, which could create a bigger problem for you. So better to address this immediately, like right now or as soon as this show is over. Call your agent and ask the agent to put in an email or call to the seller's agent, or the buyer's agent in this case, and explain that you may not be out in time. What can you do to make it work? Because that could be a problem for you. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about 6 sneaky scams employed by dishonest contractors. With us continuing, we've got Lee Harris and Greta Pittenger, who are over at Limestone Title and Escrow. You can reach Lee and Limestone, as someone just did a few moments ago, trying to get a hold of Lee. 649-7964. That is her direct cell phone number. Also, Josh Marlin is in for Randy Rocky over at Swan Financial. You can reach, I'm going to give Randy's number out because his number is so well known, 645-0736. And then Josh's number, 270-7999. 3140. And if you're thinking about selling your home now or in the near future, we would love to be able to help you. I own the Sokoler team. I come out personally. We talk about what the process is. It's a free, no obligation analysis that gives you an up-to-date idea of what the price of your home is and what the process is to getting it sold. If you'd like to talk, I'd love to talk to you. 376-5483 or go to bobsellslouisville.com. We're back in a moment on News Radio 840 WHAS.